Hello, everybody, and welcome to the new year and a new, well, not new, but a reoccurring stream.
A new round of the stream. Let's go with that.
Yeah, there we go. We're trying some new things, trying to be better on Fridays, and hopefully continuing to start on time, or 2 minutes after. But that's pretty on time for us. If anybody is a long time fan of the channel, you'll know 2 minutes after. That's pretty on time for us.
It's actually really good for us sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, wasn't there a time where we had to start a half hour late?
There were a couple of times of like that. I think one of those was my fault though. And that was just simply because I was not at home. Again, welcome to the New Year's, guys.
You survived 2021.
You did.
Let's see how far we get in 2022.
Yes, let's hope that it is better than whatever the hell the last 2 years was. Quick note, if you guys haven't seen already, as part of the New Year's and a kind of holiday special thing, I have gone ahead and have updated our YouTube and our podcasting services where they are current, which means everything is up to date. Everything's available online, whether you like it in podcast form or the video. So you can find the video uploaded on Big Ripper YouTube channel, or if you go to any of go to your favorite local or your favorite podcasting service, whether that be Spotify. I think it's on Pandora, or like Podbean or whatever you like. Pick your service, and just search the World of Mundus, and you will most likely find the D&D podcast that is the World of Mundus, which is all 73 episodes right now.
Woo!
As tonight is number 74.
We going strong.
So that's what's that, Vert?
Still alive.
Yes.
For the
We
moment.
are still alive.
Yes.
No coup for us at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about our in-game characters, I think, but okay.
Yeah.
Well, that too. But yes, they. What was I saying? So yeah, everything is uploaded there. I am going to be trying to make sure that the VOD is available on YouTube by Monday. And my goal is to have the podcast service also available by Monday, or by Friday, or the next time the game would be played of the following week. That is going to be a play-by-play kind of a situation. My current schedules are insanely busy, so you will have to forgive me, at least for the next 7 or 8 months, I guess. August, basically. Once August comes around, I'll have more free time. So, last announcement that I have, Rona, or Katya, will not be joining us tonight. They do feel a little under the weather, so they are going to take this opportunity to relax and recover and get to feeling better. Other than that, really don't have anything to go over. I do have Rhoda's character sheet, so I will be able to do all of the funny things for him.
And hopefully not let him die.
I make no promises.
I said hopefully.
You guys are Other than Rona, everybody is level 10. So you guys are officially at the point where I stop pulling punches if I feel like I need to for any reason or whatever. Not that I've
If
been
we die, we die.
Not that I've been pulling a lot of punches. I mean, to be fair, you guys roll insane. On
I
this
think the
on this
biggest
game.
punch pull you did was in that fight with
Torment.
Corbin.
I wouldn't even say that was a punch being pulled. Because in all honesty, there was the god intervention because he had already had his eye on you guys. Technically, I probably should have dropped that off after you guys had been adventuring for a little while, after you guys got past the danger zone, which is like level 5 or 6. Technically, yeah, probably. But even then, the only person that would have actually been outright killed, honestly, would probably have been Denoch. The rest of you would have become prisoners of some nature. And we would have played the story from there. That's not what happened.
Katya got the axe.
He did. But I didn't. I told him not to make a character. To have an idea on standby, just in case. Because I'm like, but I'm pretty sure they have a scroll that can bring you back to life. Now, whether or not they choose to use it or not is a different story, and that's just going to depend on if the party decides to permakill you. We'll find out.
Next time on D&D.
He laughed pretty hard at that. So, with that, I do want to try to get into tonight's episode. I know we've done a little bit of talking about what has happened in the past. Obviously, that's all available in the VODs. Does anybody remember and wish to attempt to do the recap from, God, what feels like a month ago at this point? Remember,
Pretty much was.
and remember, doing the recap does gain you a point of inspiration. So if you don't have it, this is a good way of getting it.
I'm good. I have inspiration.
Erna's not here to join us, and he doesn't have inspiration.
Oopsies. Yeah, the only one who needs it is the one who's not here.
Well, to be fair, I'm pretty sure Asta doesn't have it, and Valinar doesn't have it. However, I don't think either one of them are inclined to do the recap. Am I correct in that thinking?
Yeah.
Let's just say I would suck at doing the recap because I need the recap.
That's fair. So, that being said, I will do the recap. I do have an idea of a more rough idea of what happened. I did kind of go back and skim the last episode. So, last time, which was like 2 or 3 weeks ago now, y'all finished a battle walking on water and taking in individuals, or a group of... I don't want to call them pirates, because they're not pirates, but they're also very similar to pirates.
We thought they were pirates.
Yeah, but they were also just, well, we'll call them pirates. We'll put...
I found a I found a drawing of a family saying "Good luck, Daddy."
Yep. You found a drawing from a young child in one of the corpse's pockets. After the individuals were dispatched, you took their boat. With some time and a few checks, you guys did manage to figure out how to roughly sail the boat. And took some time and managed to arrive at the next port or island of Shohaga, which is the next kind of city in these islands, these series of islands. Once arriving at the city, the townsfolk stopped the party at the gate, basically saying, let's not risk the number, and instead Denock and Carden went to visit the city's mayor or official, basically the individual in charge, Lavander, in his office, wanting to kind of gain some more knowledge of the area and the lands and stuff like that. The party is looking for basically a map and other supplies that Lavander can probably provide. In exchange for these, Lavander has asked for the party to take care of a beast that has been excuse me, plaguing the village, where it would kidnap people who have wandered out of town kind of later at night, whether that be drunken or just taking a stroll and not returning. Lavander had mentioned that he had been using his own influence in order to keep the town from worrying about the people who have been disappearing. And while walking through the town, the Denock and Carden had heard rumors of creatures living on the island, like large ravenous beasts, and the tall tale of the Jabberwocky being one of these creatures in the nearby area. Lavander has asked the party to basically slay the beast, and in exchange for his assistance, basically, in getting the items that they require.
I think he was also going to be talking to Katya Potions.
Well, that is something that you do have to relay to Katya in order for him to express interest, and then he would go back later or at another point in time, maybe after the hunt, in order to.
Well, no, I told him when we after.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I don't remember what he said. I don't remember what he said. He would do at that point in time.
He expressed interest.
He did. Excuse me. Returning to the rest of the group, the Denock and Carden were led to believe that Asta had been killed in maybe some form of sacrifice, being performed by.
Carden and I walked in on a ritual, what looked like a ritual.
Ritual to some kind of sacrifice, perhaps, being performed by Valinar and that is my fault. I forgot that. Being performed by Valinar, Katya, and Lane, which is the human wizard who is currently traveling with them. Oh, that's right. I totally forgot. Tembe went with you guys into the city as well. The rogue Tabaxi, who went with you guys to introduce you to Lavander. Elaine, the elven ranger, would have also been present, but chose to not partake in said mischief and hid herself amongst the rocky shoreline. After a brief but intense encounter? ? The party quickly settled their differences about what just happened, and Denock filled them in on what basically was the price of obtaining the map and potentially other items. And that is where we return. You guys have just finished having a rather tense conversation about not killing people.
Especially allies.
We didn't actually kill her. You could hear everything that was happening, I think.
Asta, did you hear everything that was going on?
Stuff.
Didn't realize I was on mute, but I said I did.
And could you react to anything while like that?
I could not. I could only hear things. And I couldn't do a damn thing about it.
So if an enemy had suddenly shown up,
I could have dispelled it in half a second.
And to be fair, she was willing, says Katya.
That is true. However, if anything had gone wrong, I would have killed y'all when I could.
I turned to look at the Timbay and the other mage, whose name I don't remember.
Zane.
Zane. And just say, I've traveled with at least 3 of these people for months now, and I still don't understand them.
You can see some not kind of like sneers, like chuckles and stuff coming from the two of them. And Timbe kind of looks around and kind of goes, where is Elaine? Yeah, kind of speaks out loud.
Alright, I'm gonna roll a perception.
I do not know.
Go for it. I don't remember what I rolled for her perception or her stealth last time, so I'm gonna re-roll.
I'm gonna look around as well.
Okay, we'll go with that.
That bodes well.
Sorry.
When the mage has a higher perception than the cleric.
I rolled a nat 1.
Oof. At the current juncture, you guys do not see her.
Alright, Cardin. Okay.
Cardin does not see her either at the current juncture.
Okay.
What is his bonus? Not enough.
Should I roll too?
If you wish.
Go ahead if you want.
I'll roll for Katya, because I think they would look as well. Perception. Oh, this ought to be great.
Probably got there, Nick 3. Oh, that's actually not too bad for Katya.
Right. As of the current juncture, none of you see Elaine.
Well, where was she when you were doing all of this fake ritual bullshit?
I don't think she wanted anything to do with it.
I mean, she was sort of nearby, at least until Asta was lifted off the ground. I have to remember. Yes. Sure that I marked. Okay. However, and I will say, after you guys talking for a couple of minutes, actually, her perception might be way higher than that. It is. Pretty much as soon as you guys are like, well, she was right here, you turn around and there she is.
Yeah,
Oh, you damn near gave me a heart attack.
You were talking about me.
As a side note, Valnar's taking off and cleaning his sunglasses because he can't see shit right now.
I like to imagine whenever Valinor takes his sunglasses off, it's like that guy in like any anime, and there's just another pair of sunglasses.
Kakashi moment. Underneath this
He
mask,
just changes
there's
sunglasses.
another mask.
Oh my gosh. Anyway.
He just has different colored lenses.
That would also be funny.
They're just not as dark.
They're just a bunch of different colors, and when they're all on his face, they look black, like his profile picture. So with that being said, Elaine kind of goes. Well, actually, she wouldn't. Zane would. He would kind of be like, "Well, it's still rather early in the day. Should we go try to take care of this creature for the city, or should we wait?"
I would be fine going to go take care of the creature.
Well, the problem there, Cardin, is we don't know exactly where it is. All we know is that it is outside of the city. Which, how big is the island, roughly? I'm talking to Zane and...
Let me grab my map. Okay. The island is relatively big, but the fortunate thing is the township here is settled in a peninsula. So the only place that a creature could reside is on the other side of town. It should be rather easy to start tracking a large beast that has been coming and going fairly frequently.
The problem is, all we know is that something is taking them. We don't know if it is a land beast, sea beast, air beast, what this supposed Jabberwocky is. So it very well could be something in the ocean. And we just don't know.
I guess it's possible, but excuse me. But I will say the way that the island is shaped, it is relatively actually, let me do this. And he picks up a stick and basically begins drawing in the dirt, kind of near where you guys are. About that right there. That's okay. I'll make it. And then, give me 1 second here. I am currently doing a very rough sketch of the island and whatnot. Okay. So, I will bring, we'll say map layer. So, and he kind of points it out. So, right here, hold on, I gotta change layers. Right here, this little bend. Just pretend that that's not there. There is technically a little bay here on the island. What he said, and what he goes on to say is, this is roughly what the shape of the island is. This little island over here is technically a fishing port. There's not anything there. It's maybe big enough to house a hut or two. They tend to use that, from my knowledge anyway, as like a fishing port where people who have been out to sea or for a little while can rest there before going back out again. We currently are docked in this area, kind of giving it a rough estimate. And where you guys entered from is this side of the city, kind of drawing a little bit here. Which means what they're referring to is that these people are going missing and again, the red dot being the city here. These people are going missing, more or less in this area, outside the city. It's way harder to draw with a mouse than people might think.
Fair. Then Deanoch picks up the stick and he says,
Feel free.
so we have this whole area where it could be out.
Correct. Again, this is not a 1-to-1 scale. The island, like this, makes this look like the island is huge. It's not. You could walk to the other end with the remaining daylight you guys have today, and it is probably one-ish, in the afternoon. Give or take 30 minutes. It's not a huge island. It's just drawing is hard.
So it's roughly, let's see, sundown is about 7, 8.
Yeah.
Let's say 8 o'clock. So from the edge out, it's about 24 miles. That's still 24 miles of whatever's out there. Big place, regardless of being a small island. I would suggest we actually ask the townspeople if the supposed Jabberwocky has a lair of sorts. Usually, rumors, tall tales, and such have some measure of truth to them, cautionary tales. I do remember a story in a book I read once saying how a fairy who kidnapped people was not actually a real fairy and was instead a warning to youngsters, adventuring sorts, to not go in a certain area due to large pitfalls. Major disappearances were simply people slipping, falling down crevices, and not being unable to return.
Okay. That is something we could do. Again, based off of what we know, the city can't have a whole lot of people, so who would you recommend to go into town to acquire these stories? I mean, we can send a few people, perhaps, but we can divide and conquer in a sense. Maybe we can send a couple people to the other side of town to start seeing if they can find tracks and tracking the beast. Or
Zane and
people
Carden
who've
for
gone...
tracking. Not Zane. Elaine and Carden.
Elaine would nod. I don't know what Carden does.
Pardon with that as well.
Okay. And then we could send a few others into town for investigation purposes. See what we can turn up. What's that?
Sorry, I was looking through spells because I remembered I have a spell that might be useful here. I just don't have it prepared.
That's the story of your life.
Yeah.
That's the story of Cleric's life. I have a spell for that, but not today.
I can have it tomorrow.
Well, it may take us a day to gather evidence and trails. So maybe tomorrow you can give us that final clue, shall we say.
Because you guys haven't technically rested from the fight with the pirates.
Did we steal their ship?
You did.
Okay.
All right. So, who is going into the city, and who else is going with Cardin and Elaine to survival purposes?
Well, I'm definitely in the city.
Okay, Genock's in the city. Are you taking your skeletons with you as well?
No, I'm actually going to give them orders to follow Elaine's orders if she wants them as just support. I feel between the two, she's the more responsible one.
He's kind of like, sure. Follow. And she and Cardin and your skeletons, I'm guessing, will be heading off. Valinar, where would you like to go?
On one hand, Valnar is kind of curious to the tales, but on the other hand, one of the last times we left Cardin to do his own thing, he ran into a troll and nearly died. And nearly got all killed.
That was how many episodes ago?
Some of our first ones, I think.
That was episode
5,
1.
70 episodes ago.
Maybe
I think
2.
that's like 3.
I want to say it was like sub 10 for sure.
And Valnar is also kind of thinking if Cardin runs into it, he's probably just going to start fighting it.
There.
So he's probably going to go with Cardin and Elaine to try and keep him from trying to fight that thing alone. Unless Deanock specifically wants him to go into the city.
No, whatever you want to do.
Okay. Valnar's going to go with Cardin then.
Asta, your choice.
Yeah.
So basically, it's either go into the city or follow the knuckleheads for a possible fight.
Yes.
Or follow the knuckleheads.
So, Katya.
So we have, hold on, I gotta count. We have Deanock currently going into the city.
By myself.
Mm-hmm. Timbe is gonna join you. He believes that
Okay, thank
he's
God.
pretty good at gathering information. Katya would also think that they would be able to kind of pry some lips with their smooth talking in a sense. So we're gonna go with that route. I think that's everybody. Everybody else is going to. Well, no, I guess there'd be 3, so we'll send Zane with you guys as well. That'll be 4 and 4, I think. So, splitting the party. Oh boy, my favorite thing to do. We are gonna start.
Hey,
with
this is not me splitting the party this time.
I know. We are gonna start with the group that are heading into the city. So, the first thing I want you to decide, Deanock, because I think you're the only PC going other than Katia. But Katia is basically going to talk to people. Katia is going to talk. They are going to make a charisma or persuasion, I guess, because that would be a better bonus for them, to try to gather information. What would you like to use in order as an attempt to gather information?
I
Think.
I really don't have much. Well, I can. All I've got is for anything like this is like investigation.
Okay. You can roll investigation. I'm gonna give you advantage as Zane helps you because that's the only thing he can really do as well. So, he will roll. You will roll at advantage, and then Tembe will attempt to gather information through his means. Katya rolled a 17 for the persuasion check. Dinak, you got a 19. Okay. 19, 16, and then he rolled a 17 for his... Rolled a 17 for his his information gathering. There are a lot of tales that revolve around the beast and Jabberwocky that inhabit the island. There are rumors that once you get past the bay area is where the wilderness truly picks up and the wild creatures form or begin to reside more readily. There's also rumors that things like the things that do come close to the city tend to nest in caves on kind of more on the outside of the island where the cliff face is more steep.
Would that be left or right side?
That would be over here. You guys hear stories of Jabberwockies having this weird vision where they're practically blind but yet can see everything, and that this vision is radically far compared to regular creatures, and they'll do hunting in the dark without any issue at all.
Sounds like blind sense.
One of the more kind of exacerbated individuals that you guys meet or come across talks about how Jabberwockies mate in a cave, and the creatures require a large amount of substance in order to grow their young strong enough before the young challenges basically the parent for domicile rights, so that a young Jabberwocky would never leave its cave basically. And he would express that there are a number of caves throughout the island, or throughout the edges of the island. Not so many on the bay side, however. The bay side is more of a coastal kind of sandy beaches style of area. You guys rolled pretty well. So, do you have any other questions that would be branched off of that, or are you okay if I go over to the other group?
I think we're good. I'm just small brain Rom is trying to big brain think for Denock.
Oh, dude, I know. It's so hard playing characters that are smarter than you. Okay. That means we will jump over to Knuckleheads.
I'd like to think I'm not a knucklehead.
Well, it's just the group name. You guys are outside of the city now, but you can still kind of barely hear the busyness of the city kind of behind you. There should be a little bit of ambiance here, but not enough to be too loud. You guys are wanting to attempt to find tracks, is that right?
X or
Yes.
science, if anything.
Okay. So you guys are welcome to roll survival, perception, investigation. Any of those are reasonable checks for you guys. And depending on what you roll would depend on like what skill you use will just kind of vary on what you find.
Let's do that one. Why not? Nope.
Yeah.
8. Rolling great tonight.
Cardin and Asta. Go ahead and roll as well, please.
I survive. 17.
Oof.
Oh, well,
And
it's not good for me.
Well, it's not you attacking, so it's not that big.
I know. Yeah, let's
every-
hope I'm gonna get my
everybody's
low
used
rolls out of the way.
everybody's used to your, insane numbers when you're attacking, so.
Yeah.
Oh right, I never gave them proper names. So Elaine,
Who's thing one?
that is Elaine. Rolled a 23 on her perception, which is slightly different than her survival. So the first things first, Valdar and Asta. As you guys are like talking, somehow the word knucklehead comes up, and both of you are like, I'd like to think that I'm not a knucklehead. Kind of thinking, standing back, talking to each other about not being knuckleheads, while the knuckleheads go ahead and look around the area here. The skeletons being next to useless in this scenario, as they don't have eyes. Just kind of stand and look around for watching, basically, making sure that nothing attempts to jump them in broad daylight. Cardin, you almost immediately find signs of at least one person being out on the edge of town, kind of alone. You do find a singular kind of damp spot that is nearly dried since what appears to probably have been last night. It looks like some poor man got snatched while with his pants down. As
Oh, the worst fate ever.
and you see, it's kind of interesting. You don't really see any marks approaching the spot where the man would have been standing. You do see a brief part where there's an impact kind of in the sand and dirt, where the creature would have hit, where it looked like it would have hit. And there are a couple of like tumbles almost, where there's these drastic shifts in the sand, before the marks kind of plant and then leave. It looks like whatever creature has been snatching people has the ability to fly. That's what you get with a 17 perception check.
You'll
with-
keep your 23 check, but to yourself probably.
No, she would point it out to you guys. As you guys are technically kind of part of a group, in a sense here. And what is pointed out is between the impacts of what Cardin found and another area kind of a little bit further out from the town, that is similar in nature from where what Cardin saw. She points that the trails, at least in the way that things seem to be impacting, the creature from whatever nature seems to be doing. Excuse me. Now I'm gonna use a point here. This does not represent where it is. It's just where the flight pattern seems to start from. But it seems to do kind of a bend like that as it kind of flies in, snatches, and leaves. Based off of other debris that is kind of around, like small twigs and stuff like that have been broken, and branches of trees that have been lost, and a boot that was found later as you guys traveled out from the city a little ways. It seems to be that this is the direction, or at least a flight path the creature has been taking during its previous hunts. That is what you guys gather.
All right, so I just realized something. We never mentioned where we're going to meet back up, I don't think.
I would imagine the boat.
Okay.
I mean, that's just my point of view, since you guys aren't really staying in the city.
Yeah,
The
I just
boat- the
didn't.
boat is kind of a-
I don't think we did not verbally say that. So
That's fair. I will be generous and say that I think that the boat is a safe meeting point for you guys.
kind of wanted to see if Cardin would be like, I know where we're going to meet, and try and drag his group in that way.
I mean, he's
Cardin,
welcome.
prove the Knucklehead title.
I mean,
I'm
it's
sure he
something
will.
Carden would do, so he'd be like, "Let's go hunt this thing," and then just start walking.
Carden. How about we don't go try to fight the giant monster without the whole group?
But what's the fun in that?
Surviving.
Fine.
Meet up with everyone.
All right, so back at the boat.
Back at the boat, you guys reconvene.
So, from what we understand, it seems to live on the eastern-ish side. More than likely than not in caves along the sea edge. But we don't know what the terrain is like, so... Did you guys find anything?
They did.
Really.
I imagine Elaine would have shared the information with Balinar and Cardin. I don't know what Cardin would have done with the information he
Yeah.
had.
Would you have
and
told
also,
people on
I'm
your
totally
way back?
sorry that you were there.
Yeah.
Okay, so do you relay that information to Denock?
Yeah. I relay the information to Denock.
Okay. So
Elaine is a quiet type. She would not relay the information herself. She would trust that you.
Yeah.
So what exactly do you relay to me?
What we found.
Creature flies. Elaine found a flight pattern.
The flight pattern.
Yeah. It's a giant creature.
So giant creature flies, lives in caves, and seems to see things despite being blind.
and I want to fight it.
Of
Yeah,
course
he
you
wanted
do.
to go fight it before we met back up, by the way.
Really now. Carden, let me put it this way. Would you be happy if the rest of us left you behind to go fight a creature?
To be fair, you don't really like fighting.
Just say that for some reason... Torben, let's say I'm going to fight Torben and take everyone but you. How would you feel?
I would think you're dumb. You're going to get one shot without me.
Okay, on that fair, but...
You need me for
feel
fight.
left out? Wouldn't you feel betrayed a little bit? That we went to fight something strong and left you behind?
It would be a bit surprising.
I love how we're 74 episodes in and Carden's still trying to find his voice.
I mean, blind is literally I think an accent parrot.
True.
He hears an accent and he immediately does it.
Anyway,
No matter what player he plays, I'm pretty sure his accent changes with his mood.
fair.
Pretty sure when he DMs, his accent changes with his mood.
I mean, to be
I mean,
fair,
that's what I heard
anyway,
last
anyway.
Part and entire purpose is fight.
So, by leaving me behind, and Timbe and Zane, what do you think we would feel if you left us?
What does feel?
Why do I even try?
I want to try and block the mage hand.
Ooh,
Okay.
I'm all about this. Denock, roll a I guess like a spell attack, like just a D20 plus proficiency things.
+9.
So 15. Carden, what's your AC?
No. Carden's AC is open.
It's open? Okay. Whack!
No, no, the damn character sheet's messed up.
I feel like
I can't access it.
what?
There we go.
I'm pretty
There
sure
we
your
go.
AC is like
It won-
15. Right
My
around
AC
15.
is 16.
Ooh. Yeah. So
He blocks a spectral hand.
yeah. So what happens is because the hand is kind of tangible. I've had to look this up several times. Spectral is ghost-like, but not fully ghost. So what happens is you go to smack him with the mage hand, and Carden reacts very quickly. You've known him to be a very quick reactionary person, and as he reacts and kind of goes to stop or block the hand, he does get his hands in front of it, and while your spectral hand does still hit him and does somewhat pass through part of his body, couple things happen. One, the mage hand isn't as effective as Denock originally hoped. You know, he usually likes that little sound, but being able to block it a little bit like this before the mage hand has full time to actually apparate,
Bop him.
yeah, it doesn't have that same effect, and it passes partially through Carden's kind of limb or body that he's using to block the mage hand. However, Carden, the moment your hands make contact with the spectral form of the mage hand, they immediately feel ice cold. And almost like that, almost like to the point of like being numb. They're so cold, or whatever limb you use to block it.
That would have been my left hand, actually.
So your left hand goes like so cold that it's beginning to appear numb.
Oh, that's a thing.
Wait, what?
Arden just like looks at his hand and he's like, "What?"
Denock comes over and is immediately like, "What's going on with this?"
Actually, this would be an Arcana check.
Oh, okay. Well,
Mhm.
I am looking for.
I will say with the 10 medicine, with the 10 medicine, you do understand that the Cardin's hand, there's no damage to it. There's no worry of infection or
Physically
anything like that.
fine?
It's just, yeah, he's fine. He just got really cold really quickly, which will sort itself out in the next couple of minutes. You have no idea how you did that.
Yeah, that was a natural 1 on the dice for the Arcana check, but thanks to my +9, that's a 10.
It is, but natural 1 is still a natural 1. That's about the only way to fail a skills check at sometimes. So
Yeah.
yeah. And I will say, gathering information and stuff like that probably took a couple of hours. So at this point in time, it's probably like 3 in the afternoon.
Well, it hunts at night, we think. So should we go after it now while it's asleep, probably? Or do we want to wait till nighttime and make a trap for it?
Well, we've been talking. Tempe kind of speaks up. And there is a little bit of something we want to discuss with you.
Mm-hmm.
We have no quorums helping you track this beast, helping you find it.
But you're going to
We-
back away from the
we
fight
don't
just
want
because
to-
it's not your fight.
We don't want to fight a fucking Jabberwocky. We also have no stake in this, unfortunately. I think that it would be best for, at the very least, for us to kind of stay near the boat at times, unless you want our help tracking the beast to the shore. In which case, Elaine has said that they would help. But I think myself and Zane need to stay near the boat in case somebody gets a funny idea. If you
That is fair. Tell you what. Yes, we will take Elaine's help in tracking it. The moment we find it, she is free to return to the boat, and if we do not return within... I turn to the rest of my group. What do you say, 24 hours sounds good to hunt a flying big monster?
Sounds about right.
That's fair.
Yes, 24 hours. The boat is yours. Whether you want to sell it to the people here in town, or if you want to hire some people to sail it for you, and just have a boat of your own. Whatever you want with it.
Understood. Thank you for understanding and accommodating.
And thank you for all your help with this. Like you said, it's not your fight. I understand that perfectly. While I am not disappointed, but you know what I mean.
Mhm.
I'm
Tell you what, upon your return, we will A, celebrate, and B, we'll still help you get to the mainland. After all, we did make a deal. And obviously having a boat will make this deal way easier to complete.
yes. And if we're successful, hopefully we can have more deals in the future.
Perhaps. So, what would you guys like to do? Would you guys like to attempt to find the creature's lair now, before the creature wakes up? Or would you like to try and wait for the evening?
I'll
Deanoch
go to
would
try
like.
and find it before it wakes up.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's what Deanoch would want to do.
Also would agree.
After all, a stealthy sneak attack while it's asleep.
Mhm.
It's good bonus round. Boom, major damage.
Hmm.
What's that about a bunch of fireballs?
I feel like Katya would want to do the long rest more, but they're not gonna fight pretty much everybody. And the reason why I
Ooh.
say,
Right, we did have that fight, and
Mhm.
okay, you're right.
but I will say a lot of you guys saved your spells. Like for example, I'm looking-
literally used one spell in that fight, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking back through a little bit of this as well. Right.
I'm pretty sure I used one spell, but I'm not showing any spells used.
Yeah, I'm looking at that as well. You definitely you used a 5th level cure wounds. No, healing word, Valinar. It looks like. That was probably on yourself when you jumped on the boat and then immediately got shanked.
Yeah.
And a 2nd level healing word.
I think I also used a spirit shroud at some point, so I'll mark one of those off.
You
too.
did. So yeah, I'm just very quickly looking through what I have available of the chat. I think Katya used like 2 spells. So let's see. I think that's.
Oh! I just realized something.
Yep.
Was it this character though? That's the question. Pretty sure I've got it. Let me check a rule thing real quick.
Huh. What's the rule that you're asking? I might be able to tell you.
Yep. Okay. I hand Katya my pearl power.
Oh, is that not attunement based?
Wondrous item, a common or uncommon. Oh, attunement. Yeah.
Ah. But I mean, it does only take an hour. You guys could take a short rest before taking off.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
Short rest. Let him gain a spell slot back.
Mm-hmm. Give me a moment. I am trying to figure out how many he used, because I did find out that he used a...
Before the short rest, I'm going to use my 2 harness divine powers to regain spell slots.
Okay. Also, don't forget about the spells you used for the practical joke.
It was a ritual cast, so...
Ah, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, because I found...
I just wanted to make sure that the pearl power wasn't
one-time
use.
Deanoch, you also used acid arrow.
I think I got that back from the short rest.
Perfect. All right. I was gonna say I'm pretty sure you used like one acid arrow and a magic missile. Yeah. So
I got the acid arrow back after the short rest when we got on the boat.
Gotcha. Okay. Yep. All right. I think that about does it. So, all right. So you guys will take a short rest. There is nothing really he gains back on a short rest. Can you? Okay, that's good. Can you tell me what level spell he can regain using the Pearl Power?
That
way I don't have to look it up.
If the if the expended spell slot was 4th level or higher, the new slot is 3rd level. That's just what it says.
So you can regain up to a 3rd level spell slot back. Okay.
Well, it doesn't say up to. It just says... Okay, yeah, maybe 4th level or higher. Okay.
not use.
I spelled that awful. I went to spell pearl and I butchered it like like a cow. Yeah, so
Though I do tell Katya when he's done with it, I would like it back.
yeah, so he will attend to it during the short rest, and he will regain. The expended spell slot was a fourth higher. The new slot is third. So yeah.
It just sounds like it's really worded weirdly.
It is basically what it said. What that is meaning though is if
Third
I'm
level or lower.
Yeah, if I'm understanding it, it's third level or lower. Which he did have a second level spell slot that he could recover. He also has flexible casting, which I think he can use to recover a spell slot or two, which I am going to look up and decide if he's going to recover it now or not. So with that, let's begin the hunt, shall we?
Let us hunt.
So then we head north east of the city, I guess. I'm gonna say we actually start looking. Let me get a different color than that. No, you use break. This one. In this area to start with.
Okay.
Based on the flight pattern Elaine thinks she noticed, seems like a good area to start, considering they said it's north of the peninsula area.
Okay.
Usually.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm gonna have everybody go ahead and roll a perception check on the for the walk there, just to kind of keep an eye out for anything.
14.
Hey, that's a soft 20.
Nice.
Wow.
Asta?
I'm working on it.
Okay. Roll a 2 for Elaine.
Too bad you don't have advantage on that one, huh?
Yeah, that would have been nice.
That sounds about right.
Damn it, Nadia.
All right, so Elaine rolled a 10. Or we'll just go down the list. Valinar with a soft 20. Carden 14. Elaine with a 10. Enoch 12. Asta 13. Kadia -1. All right. The walk there.
What is Katya distracted by?
Oh, he is currently he is in awe of everything around him. He has not really ever seen this much I don't want to say open space, but
Non-hostile plant life.
yeah, I guess is a good way of putting it. And you can also tell that he's got his head somewhere else. He is currently thinking for like the rest of for the audience view. He is currently debating on whether or not it's worth spending his sorcery points for spell slots. Because currently he has spell slots. Okay, but not great. All right, so you guys do make your way without much issue at all. eventually making your way kind of into this reddish area that you have outlined. There, with her assistance, I believe Cardin. I believe you have the highest survival.
Probably.
Yeah, you do. Just barely. Make it a survival with advantage.
25.
That'll do.
Damn, boy.
With the assistance of Elaine, you guys fairly quickly pick up a trail, and eventually find your guys yourselves on near the edge, actually more towards like, I'm just gonna draw it. And
Question: how do I delete my marks?
I'll get rid of them here in a little bit. Don't worry about that. It does take you guys some time to get here, by the way. But right about here, is where you guys find. Actually, that's a little far north. Basically, where the end of that white is. We're gonna go with that. Is where it should be. Yoink. Yoink. And you guys begin to see this area of like the cliffs and stuff where it levels out, and you guys can see an opening to what appears to be some kind of large cavern kind of peeking around from the corner. It seems to be in and there are, with a 25 survival check, and your eagle eyes, Cardin, there seems to be smatterings of blood kind of on the rock faces in front of the cave a little.
Can we study the rock faces in the front of the cave?
I'm sorry? What do you mean?
Like, see if there's like any tracks or anything like that going into the cave.
So it's from where you guys currently are, no. But if you guys wish to get down on the level at which the where you could see it, you could attempt to.
Yeah, I would have liked to attempt to do that.
I grab Cardin and
My
whisper.
back.
Do you not grab Cardin and whispers? Can you do this quietly?
Sure, we can. We
If-
can try to do this quietly.
If you would like, I could go first, make sure that this is the place, and then return. I should
True,
be able.
you look like you're better at stealth than I am.
And the rocks may need to be avoided a little bit. A lighter touch might be better.
Thank you. That would help greatly.
Rolling stealth. 13, not bad. I mean, not bad for a 5.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm just hoping.
well, here comes the acrobatics check, which may be beneficial. A whole lot. Not rolling
Wow,
great.
you're rolling like shit.
Yeah. Both of those were really low, but
Those are both 5s, I think.
but I have to roll. Yeah. Yeah. All right. She makes her way down. Relatively slowly. Not as intensely as she had before, but there was sorry, not as confident as she was prior. But she does make her way down, not making a ton of noise, but a little bit. And gets down towards the rocky area, kind of checks where the blood is, and looks briefly inside. That's a better roll.
That's a much better roll.
Kind of looks. Check something. Okay. And from there, she kind of turns and returns back up, kind of the cliff face. And she kind of returns, and when she does, she goes, "This appears to be the place. The blood, there is blood that does lead inside, and I can hear the exhaling of a rather large beast. I couldn't see it, but there was something in there."
Thank you, Elaine.
I am going to head back now.
If we survive, we will see you soon, hopefully.
And she is going to fuck right off.
So you don't want to fight a big flying bit.
Nope.
All right. So, how are we going to get to that?
So, it's relatively easy to get down onto the kind of like rocky area in front of the cavern entrance. If you guys wish to do so quietly, I would like for everybody to roll a acrobatics and a stealth check. If you guys don't really care, then I will just move us over to the map.
All right. Hold on. Before we make.
I'll take it.
Wow.
Okay, I guess Cardin's going first.
You go like, okay, guys, and Cardin's already by the door. Like, what are you guys doing? He rolled a natural 20 for acrobatics and a natural 20 for stealth.
And he's got a +2 to both. So
yes, a 22 for each. Yes.
Damn.
And those, yeah, that's. I like that. Deanoch just kind of goes, okay, how are we gonna? Where's Cardin?
Cardin just appears by the
like
door.
Cardin's like just standing by the door, getting ready to look inside.
Valinor, just stay far enough away that you don't wake the monster up, but close enough that you can help us if need be.
Oh, one last thing I will say for that Elaine would have relayed to you is a portion of the cave. She mentions that the cave goes beyond what she can see in the dark. Okay, which as an elf she has 60 feet of dark vision, so the cave is at least 60 feet in depth.
Mm-hmm.
60
feet plus.
Mm-hmm. She regrets to inform you that she forgot to look up, but she does know that the cave itself is very expansive. It has like a small drop and a rise in there. So it was hard for her to gauge how big the cavern itself is, like in terms of height. So
Looks like a big area.
it is large. It is rather large. So Cardin's made his decision. And what would the rest of you guys like to do? Are you guys going to attempt to make the same checks?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Okay. So let's do these kind of one at a time. So Deanoch, go ahead and make yours first.
You said
way.
acrobatics?
Yep, acrobatics and stealth. This way the numbers are together for my sake. Oh, that could have been way bad. So stealth was a natural 1 for a total of 3.
Yeah. So first strikes. If it's a still, no, I'm gonna let it roll.
Okay. And then we have a 7 for your acrobatics. What I will say is those low rolls we'll chop them up to your skeletons kind of interfering with your pathway. Because I do believe you have 2 skeletons with you at the moment. I went back and looked up the old map. So that's what I'm going to say with that. Now you don't have to roll for your skeletons. Valnar, you're going to bring up the rear, so we'll have you roll last. Asta, would you mind rolling a acrobatics and a stealth check for me?
Sure.
Acrobatics to navigate the rocky cliff face, and a stealth check to be quiet about it. Yeah. A 16 stealth and an 11 acrobatics. Those are respectable numbers. Here comes Katya.
Not my best, but not my worst.
I mean,
Correct.
way better than any of mine.
And
True.
stealth.
That dice was on its corners.
Yeah, I know. I've never. It's like, how do you cock a digital dice like that?
It's a super realistic dice, I guess. Just it can be cocked.
Yep. So Katya has rolled a 6 acrobatics, and a 16 stealth. Not bad. And that will bring us to Valnar.
Valnar, I asked him to stay back so he doesn't interfere with stealth attack.
Yeah, understood.
So if he wants to come with us,
I will say he at the very least wants to get down the rock face, because otherwise it could be rounds before he would be in combat. Based on, because the cliff, like, you guys are going down probably let's see, it's at an angle, so it's probably 30 or 40 foot, kind of like going downwards. So it's not super steep or anything, but it is kind of lengthy. So I am gonna ask that he makes the checks just so that he can get kind of to the mouth of the cave. He doesn't have to be as close, but he does want to be relatively close.
There's that, and where is...
Bam! That's a dirty
I have
20.
no... Oh, cool. Oh, well, look at that.
That's actually really good stealth for you.
It is. I do have a question, though. Is that a stealth with disadvantage?
I am wearing that mithril scale mail, so I no longer have disadvantage.
You're right. Okay. I didn't know that's what you were wearing. That is my apologies. Okay.
I mean, how long has it been since we talked about armor?
It's been a while.
Been a while. All right.
It's been a while. I last saw you.
Okay.
I was going with different band, I guess.
I was making fun of I think it's either saliva or cedar.
Okay.
I thought it was
So
stained.
I'm
Stain,
going to.
Yeah. Wait, all three of them sound the exact same. So
You're not wrong.
I am going to just kind of generally place you guys here on the map. And then I'm going to
Gently
bring
enough.
That's
you
the map.
guys over. Yep, I'm bringing you over now. Okay.
Hey.
So, it is relatively large. I do have one point of clarification to make real quick. The map currently, measurement-wise, is going to say it's 10 feet per square. That only applies once you get inside the caved area here.
So everything out here is 5.
Correct. So you don't have to worry about that.
So we get 3 squares of movement for 30 feet. Okay.
Well, once you're inside, yeah.
Well, I'm talking interior cave, yeah.
Yeah. Out here, it's perfectly fine. I have no way of setting that up in Roll20, so meh. Without making a massive map again, this is how I chose to do that. Obviously, there's a cave wall. You can't pass through it. This is the only way in, unless you decide to teleport. So,
In which case, we could teleport into a wall.
potentially.
Or literally right into the creature.
Also potentially.
Ugh.
So, with that, this is where I have loosely arranged for you guys to be located. If you do not wish to be in this location, move.
Arden's good.
Or forever hold your peace. As you guys can hear,
Why when I press up is it going down, and why is it when I press down it's going up?
right click. Did that fix it?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of times, what happens is your Roll20 freaks out because you try to input too many commands at the exact same time, and it can't keep up, and so it like glitches, and it can be really funny and really trippy. Usually, right clicking will reset that. Usually.
Okay.
So.
I was like, why am I on inverted flight right now?
Those so you guys are there. You guys can hear kind of the waves kind of against the shore kind of behind you. There is a little wet out here. You can see the water and stuff, but it's nothing to worry about at the moment. So.
All right. Carden, allow Asta, Katya, and I to get the first strike if it's asleep when we see the creature.
Okay.
And then you can wail against it to your heart's desire.
Okay.
Although I will say you can go in first.
Will you allow my continued stealth? Because Gart's continuing to be stealthy.
Yes, I will allow. So
I mean, the double 20.
yeah.
As
So you
so
move-
wonderfully dumb.
So you're moving. Is that where you were? I forget.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
there's kind of 20, and as immediately as you kind of step in and you begin to, it kind of slopes downward, probably 5 or close to 10 feet at a time at some point. Go ahead and make me a perception check real quick as you kind of enter, and we'll say you get it's 20 or 10.
Isn't this still exterior right where
Yeah,
up to this point?
I'm mathing in my head, so that's 10. 10. We'll call that 20 there, and then we have 30, 40. So you can get like here-ish, anywhere you want. With a 9, that is successful, even though it's super low. But that's just because the creature is extremely loud. You hear snoring and echoing in the southern direction. So
How far would I be able to see because I have Eagle plus the dark vision goggle things?
60 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because you can see for a mile, that doesn't mean you can see for a mile in the dark. So, well, remember, you can get like 2 more squares for this kind of quote-unquote round, okay?
Okay.
And I am treating it as a series of rounds due to
Combat about to start.
potentially, yes, depending on a couple of rolls, maybe, because I'm sure Denock is going to want to re-roll his stealth check.
Yeah.
So, all right. So who is following in Garden?
Enoch.
Denock? Okay. If I will say right now, if you guys want to re-roll stealth as you guys enter, do so. And then
Okay.
Cardin.
I'm inspiring myself.
Okay. Do you want to take the 17 or do you want to roll again?
I'll take the 17.
Okay. Cardin, again, you can move 2 more squares inside if you wish. So we have D-Knock at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 20, 30. So D-Knock, you can get to like... Oops, I'm on the wrong tool. To like this row if you choose to move south. And then everybody else would be... Well, other than Valinar, Asta would be 1 line behind him.
Can my other skeleton get there?
I'll say they can get there without issue.
Okay, I'm gonna do a real quick distance check on myself.
Okay.
Because they've got 120 feet with longbows.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Katya would move here and just kind of ready himself. Oh wait, he has 120 feet of dark vision, I believe. I'm just double checking his sheet because
Wasn't that when he was a warlock?
Yes, but I believe he took the he did. Yeah, he took the Eldritch Adept feat at level 8 and picked up the Devil's Sight. So he does have 120 feet of vision. So he can see. He can see
Everything.
about the entire cave. Yeah, nice. So
he's gonna be our sniper.
he's got to roll a perception check. This ought to be fun. 9. I forgot. Ooh. Okay. He does not see anything as of the moment, as he steps in and kind of just rests here in the corner.
Okay, Asta.
Asta, you can move to the same row that Katya is in. Valinar,
Mouth of cave?
let's see, that'd be
all I can make.
yeah, that'd be 30. So you could get to the mouth. Yeah.
That's as far as I can make it.
All right. Then you don't have disadvantage, so if you guys want to let your stealth checks ride, you are welcome to. Asta, are you going to stay there, or are you going to move in?
Going to.
There we go. Okay. We're going to bring you to the front so it doesn't look like you have a bullet stain on your head. All right. So. Everybody. Actually, no, you guys can't see, I don't think. Yeah, that's 60 feet, so you guys cannot see yet.
Valinar definitely cannot see it.
So, what? You guys kind of begin moving into the cave quietly.
Move forward until I see it.
Okay. Sorry, I'm checking checks real quick. Okay. And
I do whisper as quietly as I can. For Cardin and Valinar to relay information with their mind link thingy.
Mark. Okay. You guys do so. Let's see, how smart is this creature? Not very. Okay. I would like everybody to move 30 feet while they're inside the cave, and then make a perception check. So move first, and then make your perception check, please.
Did I even bother making a perception check? No, I don't have dark vision.
Cardin, you were... Where were you?
I was there.
You were here?
How's that 60 feet?
Every square
It's
is 10
feet
feet.
each square.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Every square is 10 feet now that you're inside the cave. So you can move 40, which would be here.
Yeah, we could do that.
I mean, you could also move down here if you wanted to. That's 40. You wanted to get further south. Okay.
I guess I can make a perception check.
You're supposed to stay at the mouth of the cave, aren't you?
That's a soft 20. For the guy without dark vision.
Yeah. Katya's not gonna move because they can basically see the back walls of the cave. And one of the things that I do want to kind of describe here as you guys are entering this cave, the cave itself is kind of like a damp and kind of musty. There are kind of like stalactites and stalagmites kind of scattered throughout the cave a little bit. There are a few shelves as well, kind of like in the back walls, kind of varying at different heights. There are some large boulders that kind of sit in odd areas around the cave as well. And you guys can hear this kind of loud snoring sound. This kind of like as it kind of just echoes throughout the cave. Okay, so Cardin, perception, natural 1.
Yeah.
Denoc, 13. Valonar, dirty 20. We'll roll again for Katya, because they can.
Oh.
That is a natural 1 for a -2.
How?
He's got a -3 to wisdom.
I know, we keep rolling that nat 1 for that.
Let's see. I need, now that you guys are in this area here. Excuse me. Oh, just D-knock to make me a stealth check, please.
Shit. Okay, that's actually really good for Denoc.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 17. The snoring
I thought that-
continues.
Do I see
I do have. You do not. Well, actually, not with. You made a perception check, so 13. You do not see the creature. Cardin, actually, those of you who carry weapons, are they currently out and like poised and ready?
Cardin's would be.
What about you, Asta?
Asta's would definitely be.
Okay.
I would have his out. I don't know if he'd have it in a ready position, though.
Okay. I imagine your shield would be up.
Oh, yeah.
Katya is also going to trigger the barrier ring to apply to their. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Into their AC. Okay, so you guys are. Far enough away. Okay. So. let's see here. I'm gonna roll. Of course, it's you. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I fucked up.
In our favor?
Yes.
I'll take it.
Yeah. Because of that check, he. Ooh. Okay. Intelligence check. Okay. Yeah, he's done it. So, you guys are currently wading through the darkness here, kind of keeping an eye out for whatever you can. As the snoring continues, there's a moment, Cardin, as the hairs on the back of your neck kind of begin to stand for just a moment. And then you you feel a piercing sensation in your shoulder. I'm assuming a 23 hits you.
Oh
Yeah.
shit.
As you take 6 points of piercing damage. And 7 points of poison damage. As you turn and look, you see this large, thin creature with these almost antler-like horns and these dark wings kind of flapping, but quietly, kind of like what an owl would have. And it's got these almost 3-fingered hands as they begin to reach out for you in the same motion here. And very similar like feet. I will reveal this creature. As it continues to attack with its claws now. Remember, you are not raging, so none of this is halved. That is a natural 20.
Ew.
Little bit. So. That is 23 points of slashing damage from the crit.
Who was that on again?
That was on you, Card.
That was on
I
you.
figured.
Yeah. And you are considered grappled.
Okay.
And then it makes a third attack with its other hand on you. Ooh, that might. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's a 19 to hit.
That hits.
That is 15 points of slashing damage.
Dang.
And as you scream out in pain, the snoring and Denock, you see a large, what you thought to be boulder, rise to its feet in the distance. As it turns and looks to you guys and it sees you, and the cave almost shakes with its roar. I would like everybody to roll initiative. Oh, these are...
Click your token.
Delete.
15.
9.
You have advantage on initiative rolls, Carden.
True.
Shouldn't have to remind you of that one.
You shouldn't have to at this point. 10!
20?
Asta, you don't have advantage on initiative, so I'm gonna take the 17 there.
Fine.
24 would be disgusting.
Alrighty, so. Hold on, I gotta add these creatures to the turn order. This creature rolled a... I gotta scroll. 19, 17 for you. Good try though. That creature rolled a... Ascending order. Katya's dex is higher. Oh, this does not look good for Carden.
Also, I'm pretty sure Denox's dex is higher than mine.
Oh, good point. Okay. So,
Arden's gonna get roughed up here, ain't he?
He's already rough. Like,
yeah. But, on the bright side, the creature no longer has advantage to hit you due to the surprise round. So it will attempt to...
I am basically almost half again.
So it is going to... attempt to hit you. So the first attack with the barbed tail is... That's cocked, sorry. Oh, that's low. That is... 12 to hit. Misses. Alright, and then the 2 claw attacks. That is a 25 and a 24.
Okay, those obviously hit.
Okay. You will take... I'm gonna go ahead and total tally these up for the total for you. That one's not bad. In total, between the 2 hits, you take 27 points of slashing damage. It is then
You
going...
still alive, bro?
Yeah, I'm still up.
It is then going to release you from its clutches. And it is going to fly into view of you guys over here, I believe is where it wants to be.
Oh shit!
Question of the DM.
Yeah?
I do not have dark vision, and I'd never put up a light yet.
Due to the light of
Do
the
I
tunnel
see it?
here, you would see this creature because of how close it is
Okay.
to you. Now...
Because it's 30 feet from the entrance, so...
Yep. So, now here comes the bad news for Carden. You do not get an attack of opportunity as it leaves your melee range. And from here, it is going to use its baneful presence. I need everyone and yeah, every one of you guys to make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm good at this.
21.
Unless you get a natural one.
So,
Hey,
it's off
no,
20.
Don't you get?
He rolled it twice. He rolled it twice.
I did roll it twice.
Okay.
We're gonna go. This is
Including my
wisdom.
skellies?
Yes, I do need them to roll it as well because it affects. Wait, why did I roll that at advantage? I don't know. He still rolled a natural 20, so it works. So, so here's the funny part. Katya almost failed that save with a natural 20. So, if you rolled below a 16, which is Denock, both skeletons, not Cardin
That's it.
or Valinar. Yeah, so
Just them.
you guys, I'm gonna mark you with. We're gonna go with this one. It's a funny looking skull. You guys have disadvantage on all attack rolls and saving throws for the next minute.
Ew!
You can attempt to end this effect on yourself at the end of each of your turns. So, fortunately for Denock, all of the things that are affected happen on the same turn. But yes, ew. For those of you who saved, you are now immune to this effect for the next 24 hours.
Yeah.
So it is then going to. How much movement did it use? 50 feet. It is then going to go. It is then going to fly up in the air. Let's see, its movement remaining. It would have been about 5-ish feet off the ground. It is now. We'll call it 25 feet up. Think you can see that? Yeah, cool. That will end its turn. That'll bring us to Asta.
Also, there's a bug in the air.
You see there's a bug in the air?
Yeah, it's a big bug. Very big bug.
Also, will use self-control not to scream and run away. It's in the air, like how high above us?
25 feet.
25 feet.
Oh, I see that now, okay.
You're fine.
Has anyone actually successfully hit it yet?
No.
Not that you know.
Not that I know?
Yeah, it doesn't look damaged. To your eye, anyway.
Okay. Well, I am going to try to damage it. Would it probably be a bad idea to use lightning arrows in this close proximity?
I mean, it's up in the air. You don't think you'll hit anybody else.
In that case, I'm gonna use lightning arrows.
Okay. That is a spell. So make sure you mark off the spell slot and go ahead and roll to hit. $16 will miss.
Aww, that's stupid.
So that's a bonus action. Fortunately for you, lightning arrow happens every time until you hit, because it's a concentration spell. So you have a second shot that you can attempt to also lightning arrow.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna do that then.
Go for it.
Ugh. Gosh dang it.
15 will also miss. But, again, you are still concentrating on that spell. So unless you cast another concentration spell on your next turn, you still have Lightning Arrow up. Okay?
Okay, how long does it last?
1 minute. So, for combat. Until you hit.
Okay.
So, that will bring us to D-Knock.
Yep. He's going to call out, Katya, Asta, please swat the bug. Valinar, Cardin seems to be injured. Archers, the bug.
Hey, where can we get a giant can of Raid?
You would have to talk to Lavander for that.
Yeah. After this fight. And D-Knock is going to... The bug is a freaky fuck, but he also sees the thing way down there, just barely.
Yep. And now that it has been revealed, Katya would also be aware of it, just because he has 120 feet of dark vision. And it is literally 100 feet away from him.
Yeah.
So he can see it as well.
And D-Knock will... Oh, wait, that's actually... yeah? He's going to... For the first time, try and cast a Cloud Kill.
Ooh, okay.
Yep. There you go, that should be in...
Where are you wanting to cast it?
Starting here.
So to just catch it?
Let me reread this just to make sure. Yeah, I think so.
Like right there?
Yeah. Because he's still in it.
20 foot. I think it actually needs to be one size small. Because of the map. Yeah. Yeah.
So at its beginning, it needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
When a creature enters the spell's area for the first time or starts its turn there, must make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. So it
Since
does
it
have...
says enter, I
rule these spells the same way that I do Spirit Guardians, I believe is the spell. And it's when it is cast, if there are creatures in the area, they get fucked.
Okay.
That's the way that I rule that, just because it's a good spell that way. So, this creature has to make Constitution saving throw. Okay.
And my spell save is 17.
That is a 26.
Oh shit. So 5d8.
5d8 half, I believe.
25, so
13.
Alright, so that's a pretty good opening salvo from me. And my two archers, like I said, are going to swat at the bug, or try to.
They have disadvantage.
And that is
Both will
6
miss.
and 11.
Both will
Both
miss,
miss.
unfortunately. So you guys can
Well,
attempt to
if
make.
Asta's 16 misses, yeah.
Yep. And you can attempt to make all three of your guys' wisdom saving throws again if you wish.
Yep, will do. Wisdom from me. Nope.
Control 1, unfortunately.
Does that do anything?
No, it just you fail the save.
And my skeletons. 16?
16 would succeed. So we'll say the one next to Asta passes.
Okay,
Not a,
nice.
so one passes, one fail. Well, one passes, one fails, and the master fails. So that is Dinok's turn. Valinar.
Well, I also
Yeah.
will move
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
there.
Uh,
Or is there a rock wall? That
No,
was
you're-
30 feet.
no, you're fine. I was just making sure that you weren't moving out of his attack range, which is actually pathetic, but it's fine. So, now it's Valinar.
Oh, I can only see 30 feet from.
Yeah, would it help if I gave you guys auras?
The only person that would probably help is me.
Okay, well,
And
I
I-
will.
Don't have light on, so it'd only be from the door.
Okay, so yeah, just I will.
Yeah,
Actually, can somebody put exactly like that? I will draw a line for you.
okay.
So, there.
Thank you. All right.
So the creature is like
And-
illuminated by the light for you, basically, is what's going on here.
Okay. And Dinok said Carden is injured,
Yep.
but I can't see Carden,
Nope.
so
I don't think you could connect with him with your.
I could if I moved, but I have to be able to see him.
Oh,
And
okay.
even if I had my light up, I wouldn't be able to see him.
You have the big boy light, don't you?
I do, but I don't know if I want to use that high level spell yet because I don't know how strong these things
Radiance
are.
of the Dawn. What?
Okay. What are you doing then, Valinar?
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna, but based on knowing Carden, we're gonna move down to here, thinking he ran down this way towards the snoring,
Okay. 30
and
feet.
upon realizing that I still can't see him, but I can see this giant thing right in front of me. We're just gonna try to guiding bolt him,
Okay.
and we'll just do it at that level. Why not?
You also see smog in this direction.
I don't think I do unless the smog is glowing.
That would be true. You wouldn't see it. 23 radiant damage. That's nothing. That is. Oof!
Nothing to sneeze at.
From a second level spell?
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's the
That's
second
so-
level spell.
max
Yeah,
level
18 does.
gold.
18 does hit, by the way.
Woo, good. I would hope so.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 5, a 4, a 6, a 6, and a 2. That is stinking good.
Yeah, that is really good damage.
I'm betting
also-
the
The next attack on it has advantage, by the way.
This is true.
Which it's Katya's turn if you don't do anything else.
Which he.
I don't think I can do anything else.
Okay. Katya, because he has 120 feet of dark vision, saw what that guy did to Carden, and is going to, as his action, cast Mirror Image on himself. Oh, it's right there. And create a few duplicates of himself because
Fuck that
not,
shit.
he is not Carden. He will then He will then use. Let's see, what is it? He will use 2 sorcery points to quicken and cast Eldritch Blast. So first roll, 15 will miss. He does have 2 beams because of level. For the second attack, it's a 12. Both go wide. And he just kind of like, shit! That'll be his turn, because he won't go anywhere, I don't think. That'll bring us to the creature down south, who has to make another Constitution saving throw at the start of his turn, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What did I say last time? 26?
Better?
Yeah, that was 27. One higher.
Okay, so half of 24, 12.
I'm really surprised he's not running into that. Okay.
I mean, still, that was what, 13 and 12?
Yeah.
Total? That's not bad. I mean, it's a 5th level spell, so could be better, but...
Hey, Rip, I have a question.
Yeah.
Did you roll Kadia's Eldritch Blast with advantage for Guiding Bolt?
I did not to the first one, so we'll count. We'll say that attack is the first attack, and I'll roll the next, and I'll roll 2 more. So the second one with advantage, one of those would hit. So there's the D10. 9. It'll take 9 damage, and the effect of your guiding bolt is no more.
Okay, quick question.
Yep.
Does it regenerate from that?
No. No, it does not.
I'm still salty, damn it!
I know. That was a year ago. Let it go.
Never. Just so everyone knows, I'm in a different campaign with Rip, and he created an enemy that regenerated from force damage because he didn't think any of us used it when I was using a warlock who was all about Eldritch Blast, which is force damage. And when I scored a nat 20 on the bitch, it healed for a major amount, and I'm still salty, damn it!
I think it was max damage on the crit too, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
So, okay. So at the start of its turn, it takes damage. It is going to... It is going to... Let's see, can it see you? Technically, yes. It can no longer see you, and it can't see you.
Can it see through the fog?
I don't remember what it's... I don't...
Because it's a fog.
Right, but it'll say... The area is heavily obscured, so no, not technically. But either way, what it is planning on doing, oop, that's not the one with the creature. Move. Straight through the fog to there. Then it would see you, and you're 20 feet away from it.
Oh, hi.
Mm-hmm.
Do I see it?
Technically, no.
You hear it.
You would hear it as it comes rumble towards you, and it is going to dash to get there, but that's all it can do this turn.
God. Hi. I'm assuming I can see it now.
it's So the issue that you're going to run into is with the light ending back here, everything this way is just darkness to you. So you would definitely hear the creature, but it would
Still not see it.
you still wouldn't see it. So it would have an advantage to. So it'd basically act as if it's invisible with like the invisibility spell and ruling, just to kind of speed up the explanation here. But that is its turn, because it can't really do anything other than that. Cardin, it is your turn.
Yes.
Keep in mind your vision limit is to this far. Okay. You can't see Valinar, you can't see this creature. You can see this creature, but it's 25 feet in the air.
Well, Cardin is going to. He is very enraged because he got surprised, so he's going to rage.
Mm-hmm. Right, Raji.
Then 15, 20. 30, 40. I want to sort of move close to Valinar. And,
Well, you now know that he's over here. That now that you've moved closer to him.
yeah.
I do believe that's all of your movement, though, right?
It is all of my movement. Actually,
One square too far there, bud.
one square too far?
Yeah, just one. But you can still see Valinar. Because you were 60 from that square. And then, yeah, you have 40. I believe you have 40 feet of movement. Correct me if I'm wrong on that.
Yeah, I have 40 feet.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, and then, Cardin is actually going to chug one of his 2 greater health pots.
Okay. Okay.
Glad we gave you those, huh?
Same.
So go ahead.
44 plus 4.
Yep. I believe so. That's not bad.
Nah, 14.
Yeah, 14 healing back. Effectively 28 for the barbarian.
All right,
Okay.
folks. Just so you know, Katya's getting off now. Or
You mean, Asta?
Asta's getting off now. Look, they both start with K.
Yeah, she has a very early morning, which
Asta's played by Crazy.
I just said
This is true.
I shrug when she says early, but yeah, it'll be fine. I
6 a.m. is early for me, okay?
say I
10
shrug.
a.m. is early for you.
Okay, listen,
All,
that's very
all of last year, I had 7 a.m. shifts on Saturday. Just gonna throw that out there. I
Anyway,
live an hour away from work.
well.
it's
That
okay.
has become my new normal, unfortunately. So
It is okay. We'll give her a couple of weeks to adjust to the new schedule, and then we will demand for her to stay up later. It's fine. We'll work it out.
that's not how that works, but okay.
Yes, it is.
Too bad.
Anyway, it's fine. I will. Actually, Cardin, you can do it because you have access to her.
Yeah. I was gonna
you-
say I can.
You do it. I already have enough going on.
I figured I was gonna do it anyways.
So, thank you for joining us, Asta. I appreciate it. Sleep.
Of course.
Sleep well.
I shall try. Please play Asta well and don't kill me.
I mean,
Look to your boyfriend for that one.
I am looking to him for that, and if he kills me, there will be words later.
it's okay.
I can play a ranger.
Maybe.
Can you play it well?
Cardin, is that the end of your turn then? Because that's your
Bonus
action and
action.
bonus action. Yep.
And my movement.
Yep. So,
Good night, guys. I'll see you next week.
Night.
Good night.
see ya.
Good night.
All right. So that'll end Cardin's turn. That'll bring us to this creature's turn up here. So what is he gonna do? What is he gonna do? You kind of herded it, Valinar.
It doesn't need to know that.
but it does. So it's gonna attack you. It is gonna come within sitting distance, basically. 'Cause it's 5 feet.
Oh, hi, how are you? And we're just gonna warding flare.
Okay. That is fair enough. It technically has advantage for more than one reason.
More than one.
Yep. This creature technically has pack tactics.
Oh, great.
So it is
And
the first.
flanking.
Yeah, and it's flanking, but you can only get the benefit of that once. So it is just a straight roll. So the first roll here with its barbed tail is a. Oh, it's cocked. Really hoping tonight does not become a TPK. That is a natural 20.
Stop it. Stop it. Use a different dice.
So that is 9 points of piercing damage. And here comes the poison. Ooh, okay. Uh, 17 points of poison damage. Sorry.
Ugh.
Yeah, that's where it was gonna hurt.
You okay, bud?
It's not bad.
That's
You
great.
just don't like that?
That's great because it has 2 more
It
attacks.
just
yet.
hurt. That yeah. That was
so-
about a quarter of my HP.
So here comes attack number 2. That is a 19 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay. That is 16 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And
By the way, I'm at about half HP now.
okay. Yeah, it is going to grapple you in that hand, and then it is going to, because if it hits, it grapples you, and then it is going to. Oh, you are grappled and considered restrained. I missed that. That's
We
important to
should
know.
miss that further.
Making a note. Hey, shut up! Let me have my fun with my fun creatures, okay? And then with its other hand, it is going to reach out and attempt to grab or hit and grab Carden. Carden, that is a 22 to hit.
That hits.
Hey, you're Rajing now, so that this is only 9 points of slashing damage. That is already reduced.
Okay. 9.
And then, just because it can, it's just gonna flip sides here. Not any kind of issue there. Yeah, and that'll be its turn. Asta, aka Blind.
Yes. Asta, is it out
Cannot
of...
see.
Okay.
If she were to step here, she could see that creature and that one.
Yeah, still...
You don't want to get that close.
And she still has lightning arrow up, just so you're aware.
Yeah.
60 feet would be there, and she could see both, so.
Okay. Right there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So from there, she can.
She can see both.
Yeah, she's got 60 feet of vision, correct?
Yep.
Yep, she can see both.
Okay, she's going to hit the flying thingy with the lightning arrow.
Okay, go ahead and roll lightning arrow. She should have that as an attack on her character sheet.
Yep. May I also use favored foe on this one as well?
What's favored foe again? Remind me.
It's when I'll use it after I hit the creature, but
Oh, right. That's
It's
the
when I
extra.
hit a creature with an attack roll, I can make calling your missile blah blah blah.
That's an extra D8 of damage, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's see if you hit first.
21.
There we
What
go.
the heck? 21. Yep, that'll hit. So go ahead and roll lightning damage. Lightning damage is a normal attack, so go ahead and roll damage for the normal attack itself, and then an additional 4d8 lightning.
Okay. So I just hit the lightning arrows.
I believe so. I believe you should be able to.
I think she cast it at base level.
It's a 3rd level spell. She only has 3rd level spells, so
Yeah. So that's 22 lightning.
22.
very nice.
And then base for a bow is just her bow, correct?
Roll 2d8.
Yeah.
Yeah, just roll 2d8. Actually, roll it twice.
Oh!
Yeah, that
That's
makes
rough.
2.
Wow.
Extra 2. Well, I'm also adding her modifiers, which 2
Still,
plus
to roll
5
2
is 7,
ones
plus
is-
2 from the thing is an extra 9. Okay, excellent. Now, I need Cardin and Valinar to make dexterity saving throws at disadvantage or take 7 lightning damage.
Ah. 8.
X.
Disadvantage is a
20.
4.
Or 4. Yeah.
Oh wait, you have danger sense, so it's a flat roll.
Yeah, I have danger sense.
So 20 would save, so you take half of 7 is 4, half of 4 is 2. So Cardin, you take 2 lightning damage, Valinar, you take 7.
Yeah, because she has a 15 spell save.
The sheet says she has a 17, but okay. That's high. I thought that was high, but I'm positive that a 5 does not save Valinar. Oh wait,
It's actually it's an 8 because for some reason D&D Beyond's not adding my
yeah, not a big deal.
Shield Master.
Okay, so you guys take that lightning
It never
damage
does.
as she hits with her lightning arrow, and you hit on the first shot. So your concentration is now gone, and you technically have your bonus action and another attack yet.
Yep. I'm going to obviously attack again. This time I'm going to be using Sharpshooter and...
Are you using the bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark or anything like that?
bonus action, I'm going to be... Actually, yes, I'm going to be casting Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
Actually...
On the flying creature?
Actually... We're going to try something different.
I'm all ears.
Ensnaring Strike.
Okay, bonus action, one target. Okay.
Hopefully this might get it on the ground.
Could be. Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit.
That's rough. That won't hit.
Well, hold on a second, because...
Oh. I should have just done the light crossbow.
Yeah, because I don't think you can sharpshooter with this. So, let's see what the roll was. It was a 3. 3 plus, like, 13, I believe,
13.
is 16,
Yeah.
which would have missed.
Yep.
But you do have Ensnaring Strike cast and are concentrating on
No,
it
it's up.
for the
Oh.
next time that you hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I figured that's probably going to be the best use of that spell slot. Because, like, Hunter's Mark is great for that, but at the same time, Ensnaring Strike is just
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Great
with a
against this
flying creature, yeah, I understand. All right.
Yeah.
That will bring us to Denock.
Yep.
At the start of your turn, the fog moves 10 feet away from you, so it's going to move there, because it can't...
Yeah.
According to the spell's definition. So.
Yeah, it moves 10 feet away. Yeah, I know.
Alright.
I'm just gonna drop concentration on it.
Sure. Go on. Boop.
And oh, I don't like this option, but it may be necessary. I'm gonna move 10 feet forward
Okay.
and see what a light does.
On the creature...
On this guy.
Okay. That's another Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, let me put it into chat.
We rolled pretty good again. Yeah, that's a 24.
Stop doing that.
He has a massive con, okay? Big con. But still, ooh, 80, 48? Owie.
Yeah.
Bruh.
It's nasty, and it's necrotic damage.
Yeah, four
Blight is so good.
4 and a 2 on your rolls, and everything else was a 6 or higher on 8d8. That's nasty.
Yeah, that's nuts.
24 points of necrotic damage. Yep. It hurts. The creature in pain as it takes the damage and turns its attention to you.
Yep, I saw that. So I'm going to take 2 steps back.
Yeah.
Whoop. And my archers will fire on the creature because that's still
Which one?
the same order.
The
Bug.
The bug? Okay. So, first attack, 16, both would miss.
Yeah. And we'll do 1 on me. Come on, Core, thank you. Wisdom. This is the end of my turn.
Oh my goodness, dude.
Yeah, I know.
You always roll so low on wisdom saving throws, and I don't understand why.
Yeah, same. But, I'm rolling high on damage, so I'll take it.
Yeah, just avoid things that are, to attack. So,
That's what I'm doing.
yep. That'll bring us to Valinar.
Yes.
First things first, I'm just gonna use a healing word level 5 on myself.
Okay.
Heal for 18.
Yep.
That's my bonus action. And for my action, I am going to use Radiance of the Dawn. So con save 17 or half the damage.
For both of them, right?
Or, yeah, 18. And it is both of them, yeah.
The lower of the 2 rolls is a 19.
So they both save, so they both take half of 17.
Okay, and what type of damage is this? Just
Radiant.
radiant, so half of 17 would be 9. Okay. Both creatures are angry and looking at you, although this one seems to be the one to your this one seems to be looking past you to a scaly dragonborn, although you can't really see it.
But I assume you're talking about the one that's not flying. My connection to the server was interrupted.
Understood, yes, and that is true. So,
Okay.
that's your turn. That brings anything else for you?
No, that's everything I can do. Oh.
Okay. That'll bring us to Katya. Last round, they spent it protecting themselves a little bit. They have access to that. Let me see.
I just want to point out,
Mm-hmm.
I think Katya very well could do what he's always wanted to do. Lightning bolt. How many times has he been talking about lightning bolt?
Mm-hmm. But here's the thing. He would also believe that he could get both of them in a line if he is patient. So their range is 30 feet. He is going to take his pretty little self. 20. 30, I think, puts him in range. We will move diagonal then. From there. And is going to use... three sorcery points to twin cast haste on Asta and Cardin. It is now constant.
On who?
Asta and Cardin. So blind. But basically
Kind of
this.
surprised, honestly.
Well, logically, there's not a whole lot Valinar could do with an extra action that only allows him to make a melee attack. Sorry, Valinar. So hasting Asta gives her an extra attack, which is when she hits, a lot of damage.
Which is basically another 20 points of damage.
Potentially, yeah. So that's his logic behind it. That's his action. He's already used several sorcery. I think he's gonna hold on to what he's got remaining for the time being. Bonus action, he's got nothing. So he is going to... He might... Bonus action, he's going to convert a spell slot into sorcery points. But that is the end of his turn, which will bring us to the creature. Which, give me just one moment. I want to flexible cast change this quick. He does. Level? Ugh, that's an awful change. He would do.
Oh, God, I have that.
Second. And back. 2. Okay. That'll bring us to the creature's turn. Who is going to 5, 10, 15, 20. Move around to... Oh, wait, hold on. I did the math wrong. He's fine. Move there. And is going to attempt to hit you, Denock.
Okay.
So, first attack is going to be its bite attack. Ooh, that's not great. 15 to hit.
That's my AC.
Oh, so now your AC is 20, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm just like, nope.
All right. So it misses. Misses with the bite attack. And then it is going to attempt to claw you. That is also just going to miss. And the second, and the last, I gotta stop. The last claw attack is a natural 20.
Okay. I mean, I stopped 2 attacks. I'm happy.
Yeah.
The nat 20's gonna hurt like a bitch, but what can I do?
So that is going to be not prone, so that's good.
I don't get to use shield very often.
I know. That is 19 points of bludgeoning. Oh no, slashing damage.
Okay, is that everything?
Yep. It didn't. I rolled really low on the first.
I just wanted to make
dice.
sure because
No, you're good.
don't know if it's got some kind, if it's got the poison thing like his friend.
I understand. Surprisingly,
You know what? That's the first time I've been able to use shield. Like, actually use
Effectively,
shield well.
anyway. Yeah. All
because
right.
everything we fight does 20 plus.
I rolled really low, like back-to-back rolls. I was like, "What the heck?"
Hey, look, you've been rolling a lot of nat 20s tonight for
True.
them.
True. Carden, that was attack number.
scary.
That was crit 3 on attack rolls. So,
It's getting scary.
yep. Carden, it's now your turn, buddy. You are grappled and restrained.
All you need to do is crit on Cuddy, and it'll crit on basically everyone.
I'm grappled and restrained.
Yeah, grappled and restrained. You can use your
Well.
action to escape if you wish.
I have 2 actions, so yeah, I'm going to try one of those to do that.
Okay, go ahead and make a athletics check, I guess.
Okay.
That'll
Yep,
do.
you're
I don't like that on my damage, but I'll take that too.
That'll do, donkey. That'll do.
I'll do.
I'll do, don't get. I'll do.
You are no longer grappled and restrained. And then you have your hasted action remaining, just so you're aware, and movement.
Yep.
Roll the hit.
Roll a hit. 19.
19 does hit. For really good damage.
16.
This is going to be big.
24. I believe.
So, that's
Yeah.
max damage with your slashing. 1 max roll for your force. Dang, that's a scary hit.
Yep. So that's 26 points of damage from the axe. What's your rage bonus?
+2.
So 28
So
points
28.
of damage. Owie. Okay.
And technically, do I not still get to make 2 attacks with my
No.
attack action?
No, because haste specifically specifies to make 1 weapon attack.
Okay.
Yeah. I've seen people play it the other way around, and I'm like, no, you break the spell at that point. So, but you can move if you want. You have a bonus action and your movement left.
My bonus action is to drink my second potion.
Understood. Drink it. And then I'm gonna go ahead and move on to that creature. So
Oof.
that was
That's
not
rough, buddy.
as good of a roll.
Still, that's not like it adds a lot on me.
Rough roll is still a rough roll.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a really rough roll. But that still roughly evens out to 22 HP, so
Okay. Does not have anything like for AoE. It is going to... Yeah, you know what? F it. It's going to attempt to hit you again, Cardin. And then if it grapples, if it hits you and grapples you, things will change on what it does. So first roll, very nice. That is a 26 to hit.
That hits.
It's really high. So slashing damage, you suffer 8 damage, and you are grappled and restrained again.
Is that 8 damage after it's halved?
Yes, sir. It is then going to use its fly speed, and it is going to fly Valinar and Cardin up into the air.
Oh shit.
Great.
I am going to reduce the speed that it can travel a little bit due to having 2 people, but I'm going to say that currently the 3 of you are 40 feet in the air. Well, I'll keep it off of the flying guy. You 3 are currently 40 feet in the air. And as you guys, Cardin, as you get looking up, it appears that the ceiling does go up a little bit more. You would guess that the ceiling is only 60 feet high in here. So, Asta.
Yes, Asta. We'll have her delayed reactions as well. She is going to go ahead and shoot at the thing using an ensnaring strike.
Okay, she will have to move, I would say probably 20 feet to get within range. Quick math. 10 would be okay, I guess.
And okay.
Yeah, she can. I would say she could hit it from there with sight and everything. So yeah, that should be fine.
Will a 30 hit?
30 does indeed hit. So I don't. Here's the question:
Oh, yeah.
Does
Just go back up to-
does ensnaring strike deal damage?
It deals 1d6.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think I think that's only if the target is restrained by the.
Yeah, it's while it's restrained. The target takes 1d6 piercing damage at the
Yeah.
start of each of its turns.
So I don't think it deals any initial damage, but it does have to make a strength saving throw.
Yeah.
So,
And larger creature has advantage on the saving throw.
yep. So, that is a dirty 20.
That'll save.
Okay. But you are no longer concentrating on that spell. And the creature is not restrained. Good.
Yep.
It was a good idea though, as she fires the attack and it kind of splits into like this almost like mini net kind of a thing as it kind of ducks out of the way a little bit.
Yep. And then she's going to bonus action Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
I just clicked on it to,
Yeah. There's
Then.
1 damage if you hit on your next attack roll.
Yep. And then it's still technically a favorite foe, and then I also have Hunter's Spray at this point. Or at least I should. I'm also going to Sharpshooter.
Okay. Go ahead and roll sharpshooter.
Oh, come on! Why is it always 10?
I don't know. But a 10 will miss,
You just start rolling
unfortunately.
her rolls.
Maybe next time around, Ost. Wait, she's got one more.
Yep.
Haste.
Yes, haste.
Uh-oh. Ooh,
20.
okay. Soft 20 will hit. So go ahead
So
and roll.
let's
you
roll
get
the
two
sharpshooter
damage.
damage.
Yep, so that's 22 plus 1
22.
from Hunter's Mark for 23. Now
Plus,
you should get...
favored foe. And, plus favored foe and Hunter's Prey as well.
Hold on, I'm looking at... No. Favored foe is effectively Hunter's Mark without the spell slot. So, that's favored foe. Hunter's Prey is an extra 1d8. I wanted to make sure that I wasn't misremembering that. Basically, you can use Hunter's or favored foe as a way of casting Hunter's Mark, without using a spell slot, and you can do that a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus per long rest.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's slightly
Either way.
different. Either way, you get another 6 points of damage on that, which is 29 points of damage. Ow.
Like, if you won't be ensnared, at least let me shoot you.
Pretty much. And you did. That hurted it. Anything else? Otherwise, it's Dinok's turn.
She's actually on a move over there.
Okay.
And then that'll be it.
All right, Dinok.
Okay. Big and Ugly's right in my face.
Yep.
Real quick, I'm actually gonna spend a bonus action and try and inspect this thing while it's right in my face.
Oh yeah, inspection check. Go for it.
Because I just remembered that exists 10. Fuck that.
10?
It's big. It's ugly.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, just kind of due to the... Although this thing is technically pretty... For a 10, I will give you the name of the creature. Then you can choose to do research later.
Okay, yeah.
And I'll make a note of that to edit that in my document. With a 10, the big boy in front of you is called a Gray Render.
Gray Render. Yeah, that tells me everything I need to know.
So, that's your bonus action.
Yeah, I hate that all of my oh, what do you call it? Not support, but debuffs are all concentration based.
I mean, you're not concentrating on anything at the moment, so...
I know, or not concentration, but constitution.
Oh, yeah,
Especially with this thing in my face.
it is a hardy creature. You can tell, I'll give you a little bit as well. You guys have done quite a bit of damage to this creature, and it's still looking relatively healthy and aggressive.
I was afraid of that.
The other creature isn't looking too hot. Just everybody can tell that.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, that fucker can fly? Nope.
You know what? Let's hope it doesn't have good dexterity. I'm going to aim up in the air just a little bit, just enough to catch it with a fireball. And not hit,
Okay.
Is that a bit available?
You've already done it. So, Valinar.
Well, I'm asking what happens.
Oh, yeah, you do it and it hits. Valinar, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage.
Hey.
29, that's probably really bad.
9.
Failure as well. And this creature, the Grey Render,
Now, hold on.
rolled a 15.
You did say it was big.
It's a large creature. So you cast, and Fireball is a 40-foot sphere, effectively. It's 20-foot radius.
Yeah, and I
Valinar-
said, like, putting it, like, right here. Or
You,
just enough to catch it.
Aren't I also 40 feet in the air because I'm grappled by the thing?
you are, but again, aiming behind. So, and this could be a misinterpretation on my behalf. When you said behind the creature, I was looking here. That was my understanding of behind.
I
the
never
creature,
said
so
behind.
that's what I heard. I'm sorry. If that's what you meant, then fine. I am, I'm not gonna be huge, stickler on this, but behind the creature, who is 10 feet tall, a 20-foot radius thing around him would still catch Valinar, which is why if it's over here, it won't. But behind him would, which is what I heard.
I never said behind.
Again, that is what I heard. I apologize. That's fine. Valinar, don't worry. This creature, 17 dex. No, he doesn't. He does not succeed on that.
So he takes the full 29.
Yes, he does. Okay.
Then I call out skeletons. Aim at this creature.
Okay.
And double longbow. Ah!
I am assuming the 22 would be from the first one.
Yeah,
So
from
the,
the one that
22 will hit this the Grey Render.
Yeah. Okay, that's actually pretty decent.
Yeah. 11.
Wisdom from me, and wisdom from my friend.
Oh, just barely still fails on the skeleton's behalf. Oh
Well,
man. Hey, it's not.
Suck.
You're making it work.
Yeah. I've got
alrighty.
plenty of like AOE and non-target.
Yeah. All right.
I'm actually the best person for that to have hit.
Yeah. Valinar. I'm assuming you're not moving, D-Knock. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just.
Okay. It is your turn, Valinar.
Yeah, and I have disadvantage to attack him because.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So we will just where'd it go? I lost it. We'll start up with one of these for my bonus action.
Healing
Because,
word.
you know, health is a good thing.
On yourself, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because I still can't actually see Carden. So I don't know he's
That's
grappled
true.
with me.
That is true. Thank you for being honest.
How can he not see me?
He doesn't have
Because
dark
he
vision.
literally sees 5 feet in front of him, and that's it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he.
Only
If
guy
that.
without dark vision in the party.
I thought you had the glasses stuff. No, that's me. Never mind.
No, yeah.
Yeah. You're the only one without dark vision who can see.
And then we will. Because why not? We're just gonna try a regular attack with Lightbringer. At disadvantage, so 1, 2. 13.
Lightbringer, yeah, that misses. 13.
Yeah. Kinda figured.
I mean, 25 would have hit, but sorry.
But disadvantage.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Alrighty, that'll bring us to... Excuse me. Katya. He is going to... He thinks Cardin and them will be okay. He doesn't have that. He is going to try to help you out here a little bit, D-Knock. And he is going to cast... Actually, first, because he's learned his lesson at this point, he is going to move... Oh my gosh, quit. Ah! Five, 10, 15... Oh no. 10, 20, 30. He's there. Move away from pretty much everybody. And he is going to cast Chromatic Orb at 3rd level. So he is going to wham. He's gonna do lightning damage because he likes lightning. So that is a soft
20.
Soft 20 to hit, which does hit the creature. So he will deal 20 points of lightning damage to the creature. Nice.
1 max, 1 min roll. That's not too bad.
No,
Equals
not at
out.
all. Yeah. Before I roll for Katya, however, I've totally forgot to be doing that this time around. The Grey Render is going to use its reaction
Oh,
and make an attack on you, D-Knock.
okay.
Heavily cocked. That's not bad. That is 21 to hit.
Yeah, I figured. I figured you'd start doing that.
I just barely beat your
I know.
thing, okay? Like, come on now.
I know, it's just... I got it once, and I figured I wouldn't get it again this whole fight.
For 7 points of damage.
Oh, thank God.
I rolled so low. I've noticed this. Whenever I hit you, D-Knock, I always roll like 1s and 2s. Anybody else, it doesn't matter. D-Knock, 1s and 2s.
I'll take it, bro.
So I'm gonna go ahead and roll. Let's see. He's cast 3 spells now. 1, 2, 3.
Oh shit.
I'm taking my pick of these, so don't freak out too much.
Not all
here.
at once.
Well, I'm taking my pick. So whatever I as the DM feel like is good in this. Well, you know what I mean. The DM is deciding.
Yeah.
So we have
God is
34.
intervening.
Okay. 16. Okay. Or 70. Well, that's unfortunate, because most of these would be beneficial for you, except for that one. So that one's going to go, is what's going to happen. So, just remind me, Katya does not get a turn next round. Although, I may have to make a note of that. That was its reaction. That was Katya's turn. It is now the creature's turn.
Right.
Yeah, so now it's going to attempt to attack you again. First with the bite attack. Oh. That was a bad roll. That went out of my box. Reroll. Hey, ooh. That was a better roll. That was a 22 to hit. Okay.
I can only plot things up to 20. That's all I
know.
can do.
Yeah. Okay, so
You were just saying only rolling ones and twos, and now you roll probably max.
I mean, technically these are ones, but that is 25 points of piercing damage. 2d12. I rolled an 11 and a 10. Technically, those are ones. And I need you to, yeah, on Denock, yes. And I need you to make a strength saving throw, please.
Ugh. 4.
4. That is a failure.
Because I am a weak boy.
Hey, wizard, you are knocked prone,
Yeah.
which means now the Grey Render has advantage on the next 2 attack rolls on you.
Yeah.
So, for the first
This
one...
may be the end of Denock.
you guys have a healer. Fuck, that's a natural 20.
We have a healer that can't see shit, by the way.
Eventually you will. Okay.
All over his body.
So, critical hit.
Get it over with, please.
Working on it. Oh god, this is really gonna
Does it
hurt.
do more than 18 damage?
You're down that low?
Yes. You did 25 points when I was at 40.
More than 18 you said?
Yeah.
Yes. I deal 25 before I roll damage again. So you go down.
Yeah, I'm down.
You go down.
My skeletons, what do they do?
They will continue to act on the last command you gave them, which is to attack the Grey Render.
Okay.
I now have to decide whether or not the Grey Render is merciless or not. You know what? We'll do rule of cool. Enoch, I will roll a d6. You tell me right now, high or low.
Hi.
5. The Grey Render is merciless. It will not take its second attack on you to attempt to render you dead. Instead, it will 10, 20, 30 and make its second attack. It's
So when it does that, Denock screams because he's never felt this before.
and it's kind of cut short, and then there's a sound. Valnar,
I'd like to point out,
you
I was
can't
about to say,
hear
I
it.
haven't seen anything, and all I've heard are allies screaming.
Yep. You can tell that you're in the air though. Like that's a sensation of weightlessness. So.
Would hope that not feeling any ground at my feet.
Yep. It will attack Asta, however, for its last attack. Natural 1. Rolling severity. It's an 18, so it just misses. 18 severity. So.
I hate your dice today.
Dude, they've been all over the place. All right, Valinar. No, wait. What did I do? Carden.
Okay. Carden is going to, you know what? Because he can still attack, correct?
Yes, at disadvantage.
Okay. He's just going to do that.
Ooh,
Oh,
disadvantage
damn.
27 does hit.
Yeah.
That
8
is
and 9.
8 and 9, so 17.
17 plus 2, so 19.
Okay. Nice. On a disadvantage. You technically have 2 more attacks because of haste.
Yep. That will hit.
10 will miss.
And my third attack. That will miss.
Natural
And
1.
the nat 1.
Oh, wait. Yeah. So,
Yep, I
rolling
have
severity.
disadvantage.
Rolling severity. Okay, I rolled a 12. You just miss.
Okay.
Yeah, that could have been bad if that was much lower.
Yeah.
Okay. That'll bring us to the creature's turn. Now, I have a question for you guys real quick. It is midnight. Do you guys want to go another round, or do we want to end it here and pick it up here next week?
Personally, I would say pick it up next week, and that's just because I work in the morning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that way Asta can see the end of the fight too.
Mm-hmm. That is perfectly fine. I am gonna make some really quick notes, and have you guys kind of assist me if I am forgetting anything. One thing that I would like for us to do before we go away is I would like for us as a group to attempt to find out or come up with a name for tonight's episode. Put your noggins together. Think about it.
Hunting the Jabberwock.
In the Jabberwock.
What Jabberwocky?
Cardin stealth.
Also valid.
So,
But technically, we don't know that the other thing's not the Jabberwock.
we could go with that.
And besides, we don't know if this is the cave of the Jabberwock or not. These two could just be a random cave we found.
For all we know, there's still a Jabberwocky hiding in here.
Or in another cave.
For all Valinor knows, there's another 5 creatures in here.
Right.
That's kind of by choice, though. You have the a spell ability to be able to see. You just choose not to.
Well, I didn't want to light it up because I didn't want to draw attention to us. And then the fighting started, and I really didn't want to take the time to do it.
Of course, now, you're
Not when I
not
could
doing your
see
job.
see the
Yeah.
creature at the time.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, now it's kind of like, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. I am just making a couple notes here so that I have it for next week. Alright, so Dinok is unconscious. I have the Grey Render will not attack when a creature is downed. Reminding myself
I am
that it's
so glad I rolled that. Or I chose that set.
yeah, because you would have already been down 2 death saving throws, and the start of your next turn would have been you would have been rolling a death save, which technically
Could
you go
have been
before
in the third.
you could have gone before Valinor, so it could be very that could have been
Yeah.
that could have been
End of Dinok. Could have been the end of Dinok.
could have been okay. And then I have the reminder that Kadia loses his next turn in combat. I'm also going to put haste. Pardon. And I have a note for myself about the other creature, about what it's doing. Okay. I don't think there's any other notes that I need to make. We're gonna call it that. And then we are going with the name Hunting the Jabberwocky. Is that correct?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. that is what we will go with. That is what I will get the name up as. Guys, thank you so much for joining us this week. I hope you guys had a blast coming back. I know I did. God, I missed this. I really have been missing D&D. So I'm ready.
We're back, and we're better than ever.
Well, maybe. We'll find out next week. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Have a good one. Good night.
Good night.
Alright.